Everybody buckle up. You waited. Now you made it to the greatest show on dirt. It's the monster.
Detroit, this is JCB Racing. Wow, 12 drivers have been seeded into the bracket. Now, 4 of our fastest drivers from last weekend's event have an automatic advancement into round 2. But first up, 8 trucks go head-to-head. Let me hear you, Detroit, if you're ready for Monster Jam. Yeah.
We are going to get set here to kick things off here, our first head-to-head matchup in the gray lane. Please welcome Armando Castro, El Toro Loco. And his opponent in the blue lane. Let's make some noise for Chris Kohler, Mayhem. Mayhem is currently 1-0 against head-to-heads against El Toro Loco. Outside yellow lights means our drivers need to fire their engines and head to the starting line. 2 yellow lights means they're staged and ready to go, and they'll be looking for now that green light. Let's go racing! Advancing on is Mayhem. Had a couple seconds there where we needed to discuss with our Monster Jam officials to make sure that it was a clean pass, and it was. Chris Kohler, Mayhem will advance on into round 2 to see Cynthia Gauthier and Lucas Stabilizer. He clocks in an official time of 22.536. We are going to get set here for our second head-to-head matchup here in JCB Racing round 1. In the gray lane, make some noise for Camden Murphy, Classroom Crusher. And his opponent racing out of the blue lane, it's Kevin Crocker, Megalodon. This is the first time meeting for these two here in the 2025 season. The winner will see Tyler Menninga and Gravedigger in round 2. We are waiting those staging lights to be lit for both of our opponents. Keep in mind these drivers are looking for that green light. They are going to get staged. We see Classroom Crusher heading to the line first, followed by Megalodon. They are staged and ready to go green. Advancing on is Classroom Crusher. A great run by both of these two competitors, but it is Classroom Crusher and Camden Murphy who will advance on into round two. We're going to take a look at the super glue glued to the action replay there up on the video board. And we got that official time locked in, 22.551. We are going to go on to our third head-to-head matchup in the gray lane. Please welcome Mike Christensen, Vendetta. And his opponent, please welcome Dalton Widener, Jurassic Attack. Jurassic Attack has a 1-0 advantage in the 2025 season against Mike Christensen in Vendetta. The winner will see Barry Musauer and Zombie in round two. The captain and co-owner of Team Throttle Monster, Vendetta, and Mike Christensen gets ready to line up against Dalton Widener and Jurassic Attack. It is Dalton Widener and Jurassic Attack. A great pass here from Dalton Widener and Jurassic Attack. And look at that time. He's got the fastest time of the night so far, 22.138. He is now the fastest time of the night so far as we get set for our last head-to-head matchup here in round one. In the gray lane, we got Joe Foley, X. And racing out of the blue lane, please welcome Cole Stevens, Thunderroarus. Thunderroarus currently 2-0 in head-to-head matchups against Joe Foley and Axe. And we'll be able to see who will advance on into round two to see Jim Kohler and Avenger. These two looking now at those staging lights. We will see who will advance on here in just a moment as they get ready to go green. So there's a 5-second penalty on Axe, but your winner is regardless Thunderroarus and Colt Stevens. Take a look at the super glue glued to the action replay. Colt Stevens, Thunderroarus advances on into round two. We're awaiting his official time to be locked in by our Finish Links timing system, which is accurate to 1/10,000th of a second. 22.634 for Colt Stevens, Thunderroarus.
This is round 2 of JCB Racing. Our fastest 4 drivers have advanced to this round. They're going to be now competing against those 4 drivers with the automatic buy-in, the 4 fastest drivers from last weekend. But only 4 can make it to the semifinal round. I need you to get loud if you're ready for more JCB Racing. Yeah.
All right, advancing on into round 2, we got Chris Kohler and Mayhem in the gray lane. And for the first time here tonight, please welcome in the blue lane, Cynthia Gauthier, Lucas Stabilizer. Mayhem is 1-0 against Cynthia Gauthier and Lucas Stabilizer in head-to-head matchups this year. The winner will advance on into the semi-final round. What a wild finish there. We are going to go to the super glue, glued to the action replay, awaiting all of the official times, awaiting the Monster Jam officials as well. Take a look. It's Cynthia Gauthier, Lucas Stabilizer. So she clocks in a time of 23.255 and a wild finish there to the finish line for her, but she will advance on into the semi-final round.
Monster Jam fans, it's time for us to have a little bit of fun here in the stands. I'm here with Sarah. Who do you have here with you here tonight?
I've got my sons Jack and Luke and my husband Jeff with me here tonight.
All right, first time at Monster Jam, second time, what's that like?
This is our 3rd annual. We are pumped to be here.
That is incredible. Well, I got something else for you guys to be more pumped about. How about 4 backstage passes to meet all the Monster Jam truck drivers after tonight's event? Does that sound good?
Yeah, that sounds great.
Okay, but of course, nothing in this life comes for free. Now, you got to play a game and see if you can win this game first. It's called the Helmet Shuffle. Check this out. So we got the trophy right in the middle. We're going to put it in the middle, and then we're going to shuffle it around. You got to keep your eye on the middle helmet and tell us where it kind of ends up after we shuffle it. You got that, Sarah?
Okay. All right, we got it.
She has it. Okay, spin it, or I should say shuffle it. Watch that trophy. Okay. Wow. So much confidence here in Detroit. Even the little one's saying 3 right here. You think it's 3?
Yes.
He says yes. Sarah, do you think it's 3?
I think it's 3.
Okay, well, in order to figure out if it is 3, let's go ahead and unveil the first helmet and see if she is right. It's not under 1. It's not under 2. It looks like it's under 3. And with that comes 4 VIP passes, meet and greet to go back behind the stage, behind the scenes afterwards, meet all your favorite Monster Jam truck drivers. Hey, thank you so much for coming out. And if you guys want to meet the drivers after the show, Kay has more information on that.
That's right. Take a look at the video board. You can go to the post-event driver meet and greet. Scan that QR code for all of the information, and you can join Sarah and her family at the post-event meet and greet. We are going to continue on here in JCB Racing round 2.
We'll just reverse and shoot this way, yeah.
You can see where we stand right now in the JCB Racing bracket. Lucas Stabilizer advances on into the semifinal round. We have 3 more head-to-head matchups coming your way. In the gray lane, advancing on into round 2, we got Camden Murphy, Classroom Crusher. And for the first time here tonight, please welcome Tyler Meninga, Gravedigger. Tyler Miniga, Gravedigger, boasts an 87% winning percentage. He is 26-4 racing record, and he is 1-0 against Classroom Crusher in head-to-heads. We will see who advances on. This is huge for a points. Classroom Crusher advances on. Take a look at the video board. We are going to be awaiting to see where Classroom Crusher gets his official time, because times will be very important. If he beats a time of 23.255, he does 22.096, the fastest time of the night. He will also have lane choice against Lucas Stabilizer. We're going to move on right now in the gray lane, moving on into round 2. Dalton Weiner, Jurassic Attack. And also for the first time here tonight, please welcome in the blue lane, Bari Musauer, Zombie. Zombie with a 62% winning percentage, 16-10 racing record. But Dalton Weiner has the better 70% racing win record, 16-7. As they get ready to line up, the winner will advance on into your semifinal round. It is too close to call. We've got to go to the replay. Detroit, who do you think your winner is? We see those zombie arms. Is it going to be Zombie? It is! Zombie moves on. Take a look at that time. 22.013. We got a new fast time of the night. This is our last head-to-head matchup here in round 2. Advancing on into round 2 will be Thunderroarus in the gray lane and Colt Stevens. And for the first time here tonight, please welcome in the blue lane, Jim Kohler, Avenger. The winner will see Zombie, but the winner of this race must complete a race pass faster than 22.013 in order to receive a lane choice. Jim Kohler, Avenger, looking really good here in JCB Racing, but Colt Stevens and Thunderroarus looking to get a good race pass here and advance on in the semifinal round. It is Detroit's own Avenger, Jim Kohler, advancing on. Let's take a look at the replay. Two great passes from our drivers, but Jim Kohler and Avenger gets the win here tonight. And let's take a look, 22.428. Zombie will have lane choice. All right, so you can see where we stand right now in the JCB Racing competition. The bracket up on the video board. Lucas Stabilizer going up against Classroom Crusher there in the semifinal round. And Classroom Crusher will have lane choice. It is Zombie and Avenger who will go up against each other in the semifinal round, with Zombie having lane choice. Lane choice being very important. So see where these drivers push their opponents to. Will it be the gray lane? Will it be the blue lane? Just keep in mind that when you see these drivers come out into the track here, as we're going to get set here for the semifinal rounds.
Well, it's standard procedure that whenever a truck rolls here in the competition, one of our safety officials will go ahead and do a safety inspection. Down on the track right now, that is Brett Crawford, one of our safety officials, and he's taken about a minute to go over Lucas Stabilizer. Traditionally, this is something that we will do in the pits, but because of the pit situation here in Detroit, we're actually doing it down there on the track, and Brett already gave the thumbs up. He checked the Heims, he checked the 4-link bars, he made sure there's no cracks in the chassis. Just wanted to make sure that Lucas Stabilizer is good for the skills competition. So safety is our #1 priority here. It was a really cool opportunity for you guys to see some of the behind the scenes things that we do here at Monster Jam to ensure safety of all of our drivers.
This is the semifinal round for JCB Racing. Our fastest 4 drivers have made it to this round, but only 2 can make it to the final round. It's going to be a close one. Let me hear you if you're ready for more JCB Racing.
We are going to get ready here for our first head-to-head matchup in the semi-final round. Winner will move on to your JCB Racing final round. 12 points are on the line for our drivers. We've got in the gray lane Camden Murphy and Classroom Crusher going up against, in the blue lane, Lucas Stabilizer and Cynthia Gauthier. Now he had lane choice. He pushes Cynthia into the blue lane, and of course he's been staying in that gray lane. Camden Murphy and Classroom Crusher. We'll see if this chess move pays off, and he goes into the JCB Racing final round. Oh, staging lights lit for both of our drivers. We await the approach of both of them here to the starting line. And it looks like we've got Cynthia to the line first, followed by Classroom Crusher. It's time for your semifinal round. Your winner, Classroom Crusher. It was a fast pass for both of these two, but Classroom Crusher and Camden Murphy will move on into your JCB Racing final round. We got another fast time of the night, 21.913, Classroom Crusher. It is our first sub 22 seconds here tonight in JCB Racing. This is our last semifinal head-to-head matchup. In the gray lane, we've got Jim Kohler and Avenger, and in the blue lane, Bari Musauer and Zombie. Now, Zombie has lane choice, opts to stay in the blue lane, pushes Jim Kohler and Avenger to the gray lane. Now, Zombie wins. This could be a crucial idea for Zombie to maybe try to push Camden Murphy and Classroom Crusher into the opposite lane. Jim Kohler, though, definitely trying to take home that JCB win in his hometown of Detroit. Let's see what they can do. Your winner is Zombie. take a look at the video board. Bari Musauer and Zombie is your winner. There is the time, 22.143. And Classroom Crusher will have lane choice.
This is the final round of JCB Racing. Oh boy, our fastest two drivers have made it to this round, but only one can take home the first 12 points of the evening. Who's ready to meet your final contenders? Come on, Detroit, let's hear it.
In the gray lane, he is your 2024 Wow Factor Award winner from Itasca, Illinois, Camden Murphy, Classroom Crusher. Racing out of the blue lane, your 2024 Entertainer of the Year from Orlando, Florida, Bari Musauer, Zombie. Now, Classroom Crusher had lane choice, but it looks like he is staying in his preferred lane, and Zombie will stay in his preferred lane. We will see who will collect the first 12 points of the night. Points crucial here for the series season's points chase, especially for Zombie. Let's go racing! Your winner is Zombie! Huge for points here in the series season's points chase. He was only 11 points behind our leader, Tyler Menega and Gravedigger. And he now receives the fastest time of the night, 21.761. Saves the best for last here as he takes home the first 12 points of the night. Detroit, make some noise for Zombie! A big congratulations from his crew chief, Julian Ramos. A celebration there from Camden Murphy. Good sportsmanship there from Classroom Crusher as well, as we stand by with KCG out on the track.
Bari, a huge congratulations to you. Not only was it the fastest time of the night, this is huge for points. Going into the event today, you were only 8 points behind Tyler Menega and Gravedigger. You have been slowly chipping away, just clawing your way to the top of the series championship points chase.
You know, consistency really pays off, especially when we're at a high level at Monster Jam like we are here in Detroit. Detroit, are you guys having fun tonight?
Every time we come to Detroit, these fans love the action. And Bari, I just got word that you are now 6 points behind Gravedigger for the lead for the series. When it comes to the skills competition, this is where we tend to slow things down a little bit. Talk to us about what you're going to do to hopefully keep that momentum rolling and chip away at that lead even more.
Well, you know, this is where the strategy on my point comes into play. You know, I don't even decide what I'm going to do until I see all the other competitors, what they do before me. So I get to go last, so I get to watch everybody and really just pick apart the competition, you know. So I'm just great to be here. You know, I woke up and I said, man, today feels like it's going to be a good day. And we're starting out good, you know. Detroit, you guys packed Ford Field like no other place. We did 105,000 people here last year. I think we're going to top it this year. You guys want to see more Monster Jam?
The replay on the video board, the winning race there. Race pass from Zombie, and Barney Musauer collects his first 12 points of the night. Cuts that series season's points down to 6 there. Tyler Menninga and Gravedigger, though, currently your series season's points leader. There we see it, the BKT overall event leaderboard. 12 points belonging to Zombie, 11 belonging to Classroom Crusher, 10 to Lucas Stabilizer, Avenger, Jurassic Attack, and Gravedigger round out your top 6. Well, our next competition will be Monster Jam Skills Challenge. Now, this is where you, the fans, will have your first opportunity to use judgeszone.com. Our drivers will have 2 attempts to throw down their best tricks or 1 attempt at a Monster Jam donut. Myself or Jabari will let you know what you see out on the track. Poppers, stoppies, wheelies, maybe some combination moves. You never know what you might see out on the track. And now to take a deep dive into those skills, let's throw it up to the Monster Jam video board.
Stoppie is when you take your Monster Jam truck off one of our obstacles, trip it up on the front tires, and you balance it straight up and down on the front tires.
My favorite skills move is a bicycle to moonwalk. Getting the truck up on its side, riding it as far as you can, turning in and hitting the brake, getting it to stand up, and then moonwalking right on out.
A wheelie is when you can hit a ramp and be straight up with your Monster Jam truck and land your truck, and if you can walk it, it's even better.
A donut is when you get the Monster Jam truck to turn all 4 wheels and the truck actually starts to rotate on the dirt, and it makes the impression that it looks like a big donut on the ground.
Monster Jam fans, Jabari here in the stands with Jabari. What's happening, man? Yeah, his name is Jabari too, so you know it's a party in here. So I got something really cool for you, kiddo, okay? You're going to win something awesome, but first we're going to play Truck and Pals, okay? Now, you told me your favorite truck is?
Zombie.
Zombie is one of his favorites. So, hey, you got Jabari, and Bari. How cool is that? Well, we're going to play mini jams really quick, and this is how we have it, okay? We have Toro Loco, we have Gravedigger, and we have Megalodon. Do you like Gravedigger, Jabari?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to go for Gravedigger for the win, and let the races begin. It looks like it's a close one. El Toro is in the lead. Oh boy. Gravedigger. Is it? It is Gravedigger. How about that, friend? Jabari, I got something really cool for you. I got a dirt, I should say, deluxe set. Really cool from Spin Masters. It's yours. Yeah. All right, you guys can get your Spin Master wherever you buy your toy. Since we're only Jabari's in the building, I think we're gonna, have a little kids party. So we'll see you out there in a minute. High five, Bari. High five, bro. Yeah. Thank you, guys.
Our next competition coming up is the Monster Jam Skills Challenge, and this is where you will have your first opportunity to use judgeszone.com and, of course, help us crown a winner. For more on that, let's throw it back to Jabari in the stands.
Yeah, that's right, Kay. Now, everybody here is going to be a judge here on these next couple of competitions. I'm going to show you guys how to do that right now, okay? So take out your cell phones, go to your browser, and head to judgeszone.com. judgeszone.com. We also have it on the banister going around the building here. Your city code is DET. DET for that city code. We also have this QR code that will take you to judgeszone.com. Now, once you're there, once you put in that city code, DET, you're going to come across the BKT tire. Now, either myself or Kay will let you know when scoring is open so you guys can jump in there and score, okay? You move that BKT tire into the green to score the highest, or you're going to move it down into the red to score low, or anywhere in between is totally fine. Whatever you think that competition did, lock in those scores. 20 seconds, judgeszone.com. Make some noise if you're ready for more Monster Jam, Detroit. Yeah!
We are going to get set here for our first competitor, Armando Castro, El Toro Loco. El Toro Loco has been flourishing in this competition. He currently holds 6 skills wins here in the 2025 season. We had the popper back into the moonwalk. Tried to go for the reverse bounce popper. One more attempt left here for Armando Castro, El Toro Loco.
Let's hear it for Armando Castro, El Toro Loco. Right now is the time to lock in those scores, judgeszone.com. You have 20 seconds to get those scores in.
So he tries for the popper off the gray racing ramp, but he tries to use the side of it, which we have seen him do very successfully in previous attempts in other different venues. So we'll have to see what you guys think of. He is kicking things off here in our skills challenge. Don't forget, you have only a couple more seconds left here at judgeszone.com. Scores are locked in. Your score is 5.628.
She's the crew chief for Thunderroarus. It is Shelby Fisher, and I love getting the chance to talk to you, Shelby, because you're so knowledgeable. Now, when it comes to the skills competition, this tends to be a competition that can be hard on certain components of the truck. Trucks getting really high RPMs when there's doing those donuts, or even standing the truck up on the nose for extended periods of time. Talk to us about some of the components that this competition can be hard on.
So for this competition, they have the option to do donuts if they want. So donuts particularly are super hard on the transmission. As you see, Armando tried to get that truck up on 2 wheels. That's really hard on the suspension in that front end. Same thing if they go for like a sky wheelie, it's really hard on that rear end. So just those components in general are usually really taking a beating during this competition.
Now, Shelby, you are a UNOH graduate, and earlier today in the pit party, we got to see a really opportunity to see our UNOH students in action as they tore apart and put back together an engine. So talk to us about your experience at UNOH, all the things that you learned, and how that helps you here at Monster Jam.
UNOH was actually really good for my career here. They really set me up for everything that I've been doing in my time here at Monster Jam. The classes were all hands-on pretty much. They had a little bit of book work, but they really want you to have the experience to really do what you're learning. And that was really big in my decision in going to UNOH, and everything I learned there It was really good for just everyday cars too. I have a degree in automotive technology and high performance motorsports, so I can work on your everyday car, and I can come out here and I can work on these Monster Jam trucks.
She can do it all. And if you'd like some more information about UNOH, that is a proud sponsor of Monster Jam, go ahead and check out unoh.edu/Monster Jam. Shelby, thank you so much as always. Detroit, are you ready to get back to the Monster Jam action or what?
They definitely are, as we're going to get set here for our second driver up, Kevin Crocker, Megalodon. It is the sky wheelie attempt there for Kevin Crocker, and Megalodon lands a nice vertical sky wheelie as well, and he'll have one more attempt left.
Let's hear it for Kevin Crocker, Megalodon. 20 seconds, let's lock in those scores right now, judgeszone.com.
I almost thought we were going to see a backflip there from Kevin Crocker and Megalodon. Take a look at the replay. He goes to the side there of the racing ramp, and it looks like he was going for the wheelie, but almost had that rotation to make it a backflip. Now it's time for you to decide his fate here at judgeszone.com. Scores are locked. Your score to beat from El Toro Loco, 5.628. Your score for Megalodon is... You gave him a 5.092. Still in the lead is El Toro Loco. We are 2 drivers down. We've got many to go there. Just a reminder, the drivers have 2 opportunities to land their best skills, or they can have 1 attempt at a Monster Jam donut. If you've not started scoring, you can use that QR code now.
What's happening, beautiful people? I'm here in the stands. Oh, wow. Have you guys ever been to Monster Jam before?
Yes, one time.
One time. All right, second time's a charm. I got a really cool prize for, what's his name?
Michael.
Michael, I got something really cool for you. We're going to play a trivia question really quick, and let's see what that question is. Shout it out. Help them out if you think you know the answer. I hear B as in boy. What do you think?
I think we're going to go with B.
He's going to go with B. Now, is he right? Let's see. B is right. You know what? I got something really cool for you, Monster Jam Truckin' Pals. Yeah. You guys ready for more Monster Jam? Let me hear you, Detroit. Yeah.
We're going to move right along to our next driver up, Mike Christensen, Vendetta. Mike Christensen, Vendetta, he has 2 attempts or 1 Monster Jam donut. The light is green for him right now. Slap wheelie there for Mike Christensen and Vendetta.
Let's hear it for Mike Christensen in Vendetta. 20 seconds. Let's go ahead and head to judgeszone.com. Lock in those scores. What did you think, Detroit?
The first attempt, you can see up there on the Super Glue Glue TV action replay, an amazing slap wheelie there. Goes half the length of the track, and then he goes into that second attempt off of the gray racing ramp, and just a little too slick there for him. Wasn't able to land the popper off of that gray racing ramp. So get those scores locked in. All right, your scores locked in, 5.430. Coming up next, we got Joe Foley, X. He goes for the slap wheelie as well, with one more attempt left.
Make some noise for Joe Foley, X. 20 seconds. Let's head to judgeszone.com and lock in those scores.
Joe Foley getting the bicycle there in the second attempt. So 2 successful attempts for the first time here tonight by our driver, Joe Foley, driving Axe. We even see that tire kind of getting clipped on the finish line of the racing ramp, but really ends up being a cool maneuver there at the end. Scores are locked in. Your score to beat is a 5.628 from El Toro Loco. Give me that score for Axe. We got a new leader, 7.663, Joe Foley, Axe. He is our 5th driver, ready to the track, Chris Kohler, Mayhem. The bicycle by Chris Kohler, Mayhem. He uses the Morgan & Morgan backflip ramp, has those back tires off the trench box, into a popper nose wheelie. He's walking it across the track. At a standstill, now back into the nose wheelie. Pushes it back.
Let's hear it for Chris Kohler, Mayhem. 20 seconds. Head to judgeszone.com and lock in those scores.
Now that was a great second attempt there for Chris Kohler and Mayhem. Multiple combinations. The use of the Morgan & Morgan backflip. Uses that trench box to get those back tires lifted onto the nose there. Now it is time for you fans to lock in your scores at judgeszone.com. Your score to beat Axe, 7.663. Your score for Mayhem is 8.805. We got a new leader. Take a look at the super glue to the action replay. Off the trench box into the nose wheelie, rides it up to the ski jump there, another angle, and then pauses for a moment, and then rides it back there. Chris Kohler, Mayhem with multiple combination moves. Enough to put him in the top spot from you, the fans, at judgeszone.com, 8.805. We got our next driver up, Tyler Menninga, Gravedigger. The bicycle into the sidewall. One more attempt remains there from our 2023 World Finals Skills Challenge. Winner Tyler Menninga and Gravedigger. We will see what he comes up with next.
Let's hear it for Tyler Menninga, Gravedigger. 20 seconds is on the clock. Let's lock in those scores. Judgeszone.com.
He takes a look at that secondary Morgan & Morgan backflip. Huge for points, as he was not able to convert into that bicycle attempt, because that's what it looked like he was lining up for, that second attempt there. Scores are locked. Your score for Gravedigger, 6.839, good enough for third. We're going to continue on with our 7th driver, Dalton Widener, Jurassic Attack. The popper off of the ski jump into the nose wheelie, tips it on the side there. You can see the balancing act, putting a lot of pressure on those front corners there. Left and right, sets it back down.
Make some noise for Dalton Widener, Jurassic Attack. Lock in those scores. Judgeszone.com, 20 seconds remaining.
Now keep in mind, Monster Jam fans, that the rules are once the two tires have lifted, that is the attempt. So he had those tires lifted off of the trench box there on the Morgan & Morgan backflip ramp, and then it was set back down. That was the attempt. Nonetheless, that first attempt was awesome as we take a look at that replay brought to you by the original Super Glue. Left to right scores are locked in. Your score for Jurassic Attack is 6.734. We're on to our 8th driver. It is Colt Stevens, Thunderroarus. Save! No!
Let's hear it for Colt Stevens, Thunderroarus. 20 seconds are on the clock. Head to Judgeszone.com and lock in those scores.
I thought we were going to see a save, something out of Houston, Texas, where we saw this kind of same exact move with the reverse popper back into the rollover and then the save, but he just gets a little too much and tips over. Definitely thought we were going to see that same exact move there we saw in Houston, but nonetheless, a great attempt there for Colt Stevens and Thunderroarus. Scores are locked in. Your score for Thunderroarus, 6.777.
Monster Jam fans, I'm here hanging out with Connor, a huge Monster Jam fan. You know what, kiddo? I've been hanging out with you all throughout the Skills Challenge, and I think you know your truck. So we're going to play Name That Truck, okay? We're going to put a truck up. We're going to cover it up, and we're going to slowly reveal it. You have to guess which one it is, okay? Here we go. You ready, Connor?
Yes.
Here we go. Look at the screen. Help them out if you think you know the answer. All right, Connor. I see a little orange, maybe. You think you know the truck yet?
El Toro Loco.
What was that? Say it a little bit louder.
El Toro Loco.
He says El Toro Loco. Oh, well, maybe. We got a little gray.
Thunderroarus.
He says Thunderroarus. He changed his mind. He is right. I got something really cool for you, Connor. There you go. How about that? You got a little Gravedigger truck. Good job, Connor. Thank you for playing. Name That Truck. You guys ready for Monster Jam Detroit? Let me hear you.
Congratulations to Connor there. Now let's take a look at where we stand here in the Monster Jam Skills Challenge. Right now we got Chris Kohler and Mayhem in the lead with an 8.805. Joe Foley and Axe currently sitting in second, and Gravedigger, Thunderroarus, Jurassic Attack, and El Toro Loco round out our top six. Still on deck, we've got Lucas Stabilizer, Avenger, Classroom Crusher, and Zombie still yet to come. Put those trucker signal horns together for Cynthia Gauthier, Lucas Stabilizer.
Make some noise for Cynthia Gauthier, Lucas Stabilizer. 20 seconds on the clock. Lock in those scores, judgeszone.com.
Just an unfortunate rollover there for Cynthia Gauthier and Lucas Stabilizer. She uses the big ski jump. She gets in the popper, goes back into the reverse popper, but just gets to the edge of the ski jump, tips over, and just is not able to save it. So just an unfortunate part of the Skills Challenge where the ramp just ends up being the winner there, unfortunately. Nonetheless, you can get that score locked in at judgeszone.com. Your scores are up there on the video board, 5.737. Well, Casey, I know that I would like to bring you into this conversation really quickly. You got to talk to Wyatt Havens, crew chief of Lucas Stabilizer, and we saw Lucas Stabilizer back there. So what's been going on right now?
Well, for the majority of this competition, Lucas Stabilizer was not on the track. She was through the tunnel in our little pitting area because after the racing competition, they did all the safety checks on the truck, but they realized that the truck was slightly overheating. And so Wyatt Havens, crew chief for Lucas Stabilizer, said they couldn't figure out exactly what the issue was, but they wanted to make sure that Lucas Stabilizer still competed in this competition because they didn't want to miss out on a couple points towards the overall event victory and, of course, for the chase for the series championship. So Lucas did run for this competition, but even before she entered the track or before she entered the stadium, they planned to take her all the way back out to the cold pits to kind of check over everything and figure out what the issue is, because before they go into freestyle, they want to make sure the truck has the right amount of power. They want to make sure that it's running as optimally as possible before we get into that competition, Kay.
Literally the cold pits too, Casey, because they're going to go outside in those elements. I mean, a shout out to our UNOH technicians as well. Talk to us a little bit about those elements. Does it do anything to affect these trucks here?
That's exactly right, Kay. That's why we're doing everything possible to keep the trucks out here on the track. That's why earlier our fans got the opportunity to see Brett Crawford, one of our safety technicians, do a full safety check on the truck because we're trying to keep the trucks inside. The cold weather can be really hard on certain components of the truck, even something like shocks, right? So yeah, we're doing everything we can to keep the trucks inside, but every once in a while we got to take it to the back. We got to do a full inspection like we're going to do on Lucas.
All right, Casey, let's go to the video board really quickly. Let's talk about those series seasons points. You had just interviewed our winner of JCB Racing, Barry Musauer and Zombie. 6 points now between him and Tyler Meninga and Gravedigger.
Yeah, that's right. And before Zombie hits the track, we're going to do everything that we can to figure out where he's going to be or where he needs to land in the skills competition to maybe even get a bigger lead or a bigger, closer to the lead for the chase for the series championship.
All right, and we see that Dalton Widener, Jurassic Attack, Camden Murphy, and Classroom Crusher still sharing 49 points, or excuse me, 257 points apiece. They're tied for third right now. Of course, with Camden Murphy and Classroom Crusher moving on to the JCB Racing Finals, that definitely helped him to keep in that top 3 as well. We're going to keep definitely locked into these points standings here throughout the remainder of this event. We're going to continue on right now. Who's ready for some more skills challenge? We're going to move on right now with Jim Kohler, Avenger.
Let's hear it for Jim Kohler, Avenger. 20 seconds. What did you guys think? Locking those scores, judgeszone.com.
Again, I think we almost saw a little bit of a backflip. Look at how high he gets. He was going for that vertical position of the sky wheelie, but a little over rotation. But you know, Jim Kohler always likes to put on an event here, so he definitely puts on a big risk here with the skills challenge. Now it is time for you to get those scores locked in for that one attempt. Jim Kohler, Avenger, let's see that score. You gave him a 4.709.
Monster Jam fans, Jabari here. It is time to have a little bit of fun here at Fortville. We're going to spin the Monster Jam wheel. Now, how it works is there are a few selections on there. We got the Flex Cam, Dance Cam, and whatever it lands on, that is what everybody's going to do. Let's put up the Monster Jam wheel. Spin it. It's the Flex Cam. Everybody on your feet. If you want to be on the screen, and let's see them. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Let's see him. Come on. Yeah. Come on. Thank you so much, Detroit, for spinning the Monster Jam wheel and playing the flex cam. Now I got another question for you. Who's ready for more Monster Jam? Yeah!
Coming up next, we got Camden Murphy, Classroom Crusher. Currently sitting in second right now for the chase for the overall event championship here tonight. Barry Musauer and Zombie, of course, on deck as our last driver here of the Skills Challenge. The popper off of the Morgan backflip ramp into the nose wheelie. Stoppy debounces it. One more attempt remaining here for Classroom Crusher. Off the ski jump, popper, stoppy, back into a moonwalk, crawls it up over the ski jump.
Let's hear it for Camden Murphy, Classroom Crusher. 20 seconds. Let's lock in those scores right now, judgeszone.com.
Two fantastic attempts there from Classroom Crusher. Walks it across the ski jump, but just lands a little bit too far to the left side and ends up dumping it there. Classroom Crusher, Camden Murphy, though, two great attempts. We'll see what you think, though. It's not up to me. It's not up to Jabari or KCG. It is up to you to decide. Your scores are locked in. Mayhem is the score to beat, 8.805. Your score for a Classroom Crusher is... Wow, 8.737. You have spoke. He is now in second.
He is still hanging on to the lead here with the Skills Challenge. It's Chris Kohler, driver of Mayhem. Chris, we have one more truck left to go in this competition. I know every single truck that hits the floor, you're hanging on, you're keeping those fingers crossed because you're this close to snagging a competition win.
I'll tell you right now, it's that hometown luck. Usually these guys are doing a lot better, but it just seems like they're making little mistakes tonight and everything lined up for me. I couldn't be more happy. One more truck. I haven't got a skills win this year. Fingers crossed. Good luck, Bari.
I gotta say, it's been really cool that when you were out there on the track, you laid down two fantastic hits. These fans were behind you, supporting you, cheering for you, and I know that you felt that love out there on the track too.
Yeah, I absolutely love it. I mean, it's insane out here. It's the same thing. You go to a Lions game, you go anything out here. This crowd is absolutely nuts. It's better than any other city. Detroit, let me hear you, baby. Jared Goff, Jared Goff, Jared Goff, Jared Goff.
We've got one more truck left in this competition. We're going to see if he can hang on to the lead.
Jared Goff, Jared Goff, Jared Goff.
He is our last driver up. He is not Jared Goff, but he is Barry Musauer, Zombie.
Let's hear it for Bari Musauer in Zombie. 20 seconds. Let's lock in those scores. What did you think? Let us know. Judgeszone.com.
It is the Great Dust Bowl of 2025 in Detroit, made by Bari Musauer and Zombie. He is a two-time Guinness World Record holder for the most Monster Jam donuts, so he knows how to throw down a nasty donut. Your scores are locked in. Your score to beat, Mayhem, 8.804. Detroit, your score for Zombie is... Look at that! 8.981. That means he is your winner of the Monster Jam Skills Challenge. Incredible. He is now 2 for 2. Gives you a crazy Monster Jam donut. And that, you have spoken, Detroit, is your winner.
Bari, those were some wild donuts out here on the track, playing with the throttle rhythm a little bit, whipping into those cyclones. This victory now separates you 2 points from the top of the point series. You got to be on cloud 9 right now.
Yeah, you know, we're just out here having a good time. Me, my crew chief Julian, he makes sure Zombie's 110% ready to go every time we hit the track. So I owe a lot to him, but I owe even more to you Monster Jam fans here in Detroit. You ran those numbers up. You saw those slide cones. You saw the zombie arms. We did it. Detroit, Monster Jam is here and live. Let me hear you.
This crowd is absolutely electric. We've got Monster Jam Freestyle still yet to come. Now you've had a little bit more seat time out here on this track. You've got a lot of momentum going into Freestyle. Talk to us about your plans for our final competition.
You know, we get to go last, so we get to watch every single competitor. You get to go last because we won last time out in Houston, so I'm pumped up. I want to see what my competitors, my fellow peers are going to do. That's going to drive me to drive Zombie even harder. You know, we got a backflip. Does anybody in Detroit want to see a Monster Jam backflip? Okay.
These fans are excited, folks. Let's hear it one more time for your skills competition winner, Bari Musauer, Zombie.
Well, look at that. In an incredible first half for Bari Musauer and Zombie. Now cuts the lead to 2. Look at that. We are in the series season's points chase. Tyler Menninga and Gravedigger has been holding this lead since week 1 of Stadium Championship Series East. Here in Detroit, we are now looking at Bari Musauer and Zombie. He has cut that lead down to 2. We could see a points change here, a leader change here in Detroit this weekend. It could happen next with Monster Jam Freestyle. Let's take a look now where we stand in the BKT overall event leaderboard. Of course, Bari Musauer and Zombie is perfect there in the first half. He is holding strong there with 24 points. Obviously, he is your leader there, but 3 points behind him is Camden Murphy and Classroom Crusher right behind him. Mayhem, Gravedigger, Lucas Stabilizer, and Jurassic Attack round out your top 6. This has been incredible to watch here. Detroit and those watching on YouTube, you are potentially going to witness a lead chain here in our Monster Jam Freestyle competition, which will be coming up next here. But will Tyler Menninga and Gravedigger keep that lead? Will he get a freestyle win here tonight? You have to stay locked in right now here in Detroit. Of course, this is halftime, so be sure to head up to the concourse, grab your official Monster Jam merchandise, but come right back to your seats. Monster Jam Freestyle is coming up next.
We've reached the pinnacle of the mountaintop, the legendary competition of all time. Detroit, this is Monster Jam. Yeah.
The clock is paused at 13 seconds. Freestyle Foley is on the attack here in Monster Jam Freestyle. And I'm getting word that his run is done.
Scoring is now open. Head to judgeszone.com. Let's lock in those scores. 20 seconds.
He lands the Morgan and Morgan backflip. He has the big air. He has the saves. Is there anything this man could not do during that freestyle run? Now it is up to you to decide his fate. He is going to set the precedent here tonight in freestyle. What a run there he is. Mr. Joe Foley, aka Freestyle Foley, driving axe. And there it is, 8.996. I need you on the count of 3 to say Gravedigger. 1, 2, 3. The clock is paused at 5 seconds. Tyler Menninga, Gravedigger, is asking to be refired. He lands the Morgan and Morgan backflip.
Scoring is now open. Head to judgeszone.com. Let's lock in those scores, Detroit.
We're going to take a look at that super glue glued to the action replay here in just a moment. Throws down a great freestyle run there. Looks like he might be broken there. USHRA safety officials are going to take a look at him. We're taking a look at that replay, though. Scores are locked. Your score to beat 8.996 from X. Detroit, let me see that score for Gravedigger. Wow, 8.780. Tyler Menninga and Gravedigger a little baffled. So a little confused. Tyler Meninga, Gravedigger, looking at those scores, not too happy with it. Don't forget, you, the fans, though, are in charge of scoring using judgeszone.com. Drivers must complete 30 seconds of their run to qualify for score. You, the fans, need to be looking for the creativity, the use of all the entire track, and the use of all the obstacles, technical moves, combinations, wow factor, and of course, the big moments that make Monster Jam Freestyle what it's known for. We're going to continue on here in just a moment. On deck, we have Mayhem, Jurassic Attack, and Vendetta. We got our next driver up. It's Chris Carr, Mayhem.
Let's hear it for Chris Kohler in Mayhem. Scoring is now open. Head to judgeszone.com, lock in those scores.
Let's take a look at that replay brought to you by the official Super Glue, glued to the action. You can use that replay as a reminder, as sort of like a highlight package or reel from all of our drivers as they continue through our Monster Jam Freestyle competition. He lands the Morgan backflip, goes for some big air. Chris Kohler and Mayhem bringing the Mayhem here to Ford Field. Your scores are locked in. Your score to beat X, 8.996. Your score for Mayhem is... You gave him an 8.433.
Whoa! Hey, that's live. Sorry.
He is in the hot seat leading the freestyle competition. It's Joe Foley, driver of Axe. Joe, just a second ago, you said, my freestyles are back. Being first out of the gate, you had to set the bar when you hit the track for freestyle.
100%. I had a crappy little couple weeks over in Houston. I couldn't keep the thing running. It was just bad news. But we got back out here to Detroit, to the home of Team Scream, to the home of the Detroit Lions, and Team Scream's ready to tear it up for you guys. Detroit, are you having fun?
I tell you, these Detroit fans have been electric here tonight. And when it comes to freestyle, Joe, talk to us as someone that has worn many hats in Monster Jam, someone that loves the sport. What is the right formula for a fantastic freestyle out there on the track?
Absolute chaos. The stupidest thing that you can do, the most abuse that tackle truck, you got to make everything come together, man. It's got to be luck, it's got to be skill, it's got to be blatant stupidity. It's a whole bit of everything. All I'm doing is going out there, tearing that thing up and trying to make each and every single one of you guys smile. And I hope I'm doing a good enough job at it.
Well, it sure sounds like these fans are having a fantastic time, and something I think that they should know is that every single time that you hit the track and these fans are on their feet and they're cheering, you can hear them out there on the track, and that pumps you up for every competition.
Oh, absolutely. Went out there, I hit that backflip and kind of screwed it up a little bit, but when I bounce, man, I can hear you guys. You guys are rowdy, man, I swear. Detroit's one of the loudest buildings that we go to. It's one of the craziest places that we go to. Chris Kohler just went out there, man. I know he could hear every single word you guys were saying. So one more time, as loud as you can, Detroit, let me hear you!
You can see where we stand right now in our freestyle competition. Joe Foley and Axe currently is the score to beat, 8.996, as he's pumping up the crowd here in Ford Field. Gravedigger and Tyler Menninga currently sitting in second, with Mayhem and Chris Kohler sitting in third. Up on deck next, we have Jurassic Attack, Vendetta, Megalodon, and Classroom Crusher still to come. Keep in mind here, Bari Musawa and Zombie has the most freestyle wins here in the 2025 season. He currently has 3. Tyler Menninga and Gravedigger currently has 2. El Toro Loco with 1. Classroom Crusher with 1. And Chris Kohler and Mayhem with 2. We got our next driver up, Dalton Weiner, Jurassic Attack.
Let's hear it for Dalton Widener, Jurassic Attack. All right, 20 seconds. That's how much time you have left. Head to judgeszone.com. Lock in those scores, Detroit.
A premature ending there to Jurassic Attack and Dalton Widener's run there. You can take a look at the video board. You can see some of those highlights there from Jurassic Attack. And now it's time for you to decide his fate here in Monster Jam Freestyle. Scoring is locked in. Your score to beat is Axe, 8.996. Your score for Jurassic Attack is You gave him a 6.072. All right, we're going to check in with Stadium Championship Series West over in Minneapolis, Minnesota. And there you have it. It is back in action, just kind of similar to what we saw in Anaheim from Stadium Championship Series West. Tristan England and JCB Diggatron going up against Ryan Anderson and Son of a Digger. And it is going to be a close one, but it is Ryan Anderson and Son of a Digger who will take home the JCB Racing win there at US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Monster Jam fans, I'm here with a couple of fans here, and they're going to try to win Monster Jam Showdown, the video game. Now, what's your name?
Ryan Larson.
Ryan, who are you with?
My dad, Eric.
Okay, so we're going to do dad versus son competition. We're going to have you guys play rock, paper, scissors, okay? Best out of 3 wins. You get the video game, all right? You ready? You can't lose. And a go. Best out of 3. 1, 2, 3. Up, we got 1. Keep going. Up, tie. Up, tie. Keep going. 1 more. We got a winner here. Hey, you know what? I got something cool for you. Monster Jam Showdown just for you. I think you would enjoy this more than your dad. And if you guys want your very own Monster Jam Showdown video game, head online wherever you guys buy your toys, okay?
All right, this is just a reminder where we stand right now in our BKT overall event leaderboard. 24 points belongs to Bari Musauer and Zombie, who is perfect in the second half. Classroom Crusher Camden Murphy sitting in second with 21 points. Mayhem, Gravedigger, Lucas Stabilizer, and Jurassic Attack round out our top 6. It will literally come down to Monster Jam Freestyle, and it will literally come down to you, the fans here at judgeszone.com. If you've not been scoring for the first half or even part of Freestyle, make sure you do. This is very important to not only our drivers, but to the series season's points chase and the win for the BKT overall event championship here tonight. So if you haven't logged on, log on to judgeszone.com. We're going to be throwing Jurassic Attack into his pit stall. A big shout out to our dirt squad as well. And then we're going to get back here into the action here on deck. Vendetta, Megalodon, Classroom Crusher, Avenger, and Lucas Stabilizer. Coming up next, we got Mike Christensen, Vendetta.
Let's hear it for Joe Foley.
Let's hear it for Mike Christensen, Vendetta. What a save. He lands the Morgan & Morgan backflip, tumbles, and then gets the big save and continues on his freestyle. There it is. It's the backflip into the rollover. Can he save it? He does. He continues on. What a run there for Mike Christensen and Vendetta. The scores are locked in. Your score to beat Axe, 8.996. Your score for Vendetta is... Look at that! 9.525. We got a new leader. So with that, we have now got a new leader on top of the leaderboard. Mike Christensen, Vendetta, with a 9.525. He takes the lead. He's the only one so far in the nines. You deemed him worthy there when you saw what he did out on the track. Mike Christensen, Vendetta, on top of the leaderboard, followed by Axe, Gravedigger, Mayhem, and Jurassic Attack. We've got a lot more drivers left here in our Monster Jam Freestyle. Megalodon, Classroom Crusher, Avenger, Lucas Stabilizer, Thunderroarus, Toro Loco, and Zombie have yet to run here in our freestyle competition. And another reminder here in the BKT overall event points leaderboard. Zombie is currently in the lead. He was perfect in the first half with 24 points. Classroom Crusher, though, right behind him, 3 points behind, 21 points. Mayhem and Gravedigger, Lucas Stabilizer, and Jurassic Attack round out your top six. Let's get ready for Camden Murphy, Classroom Crusher. He lines up for the Morgan & Morgan backflip. And he lands it. Continues on his run with 20 seconds left.
Let's hear it for Camden Murphy, Classroom Crusher. 20 seconds. JudgesZone.com, lock in those scores.
Let's take a look at that replay, that last jump off the ski jump. My goodness, did he get some hang time up there? He first off lands a Morgan to Morgan backflip, then goes back into a popper moonwalk combination, then hits one of the ramps, takes a tumble, is not able to save it, but gets some big air. There he is. Make some noise for Camden Murphy. He is pumped. Now it's time to see where you put him in this competition. The score to beat is a 9.525. Your score for Classroom Crusher is... Oh, you gave him an 8.587, Detroit. Those scores, I even hear some boos. Make sure that you hold your friends, your family, your neighbors accountable. If you didn't like that score, remember, it is only up to you, the fans, at JudgesZone.com. You can even talk amongst yourselves, of course, as well.
He's one of our hometown heroes. It is Chris Kohler, driver of Mayhem. And Chris, you're from about 45 minutes, maybe an hour away or so. Talk to us about how important this event is. Of course, all the cities that we go to throughout the year, they're all important, but this one holds a special place in your heart.
Yeah, I mean, it means the world to me. You know, you can only get so many stops. You go all over the country week after week or somewhere else. So to finally come home, you know, it's a little bit, you know, it's not home, obviously, but it is home to us for sure.
Well, let's talk about Mayhem a little bit, because this is a truck that you had this concept for several years, and it was a dream of yours to make this come to fruition. So talk to us about where the design concept came from and how much it means to you that this truck is now in competition in 2025.
Yeah, it's awesome. I mean, so much work went into it. We spent 2 years making it. We spent so much time. We've had the name since 2018. It's unreal, honestly. The fan interaction on it's awesome. It gets so much attention. I love it.
Now, talk to us about what it's like for you being a second-generation driver, because your dad, Jim Kohler, he's one of the greats in Monster Jam. What's it been like for you to carry the torch and to kind of keep the tradition going, but also pave a path that's just your own and make a name for yourself?
Yeah, I mean, Dad's a legend. He's left some big shoes to fill for sure. He's a two-time champ. You know, he's up there with Dennis and Tom. I mean, he's one of the most known names in monster trucks. So kind of filling in his footsteps, watching him growing up. It's always been like the dream of mine. So now he taught me everything I know, and he's kind of got the old school vibe. I'm a little bit new school, so I'm kind of teaching him stuff myself now too.
Well, we've got a special driver coming up next, and we'd like you to do the honors in introducing him.
Detroit, make some noise. You're two-time Jim Kohler, Avenger.
All right, let's hear it for Jim Kohler, Avenger. Wow. 20 seconds. What did you guys think about Jim Kohler's run there? Let us know on JudgesZone.com.
That was insane. The air that we just witnessed, that might be the next Big Air Award nominee for Jim Kohler and Avenger. Look at that. That is the highest I've ever seen. Even in the high jump competition at World Finals, I don't think I've ever seen something that high. And I'm up here in the Sections 300 hanging out with all these great fans. Get those scores locked in. Judgezone.com. Your score to beat Vendetta 9.525. Your score for Avenger is... All right, you put him in fourth, 8.624.
Monster Jam fans, I'm here now with Roslyn, and check this out. She's been coming here for how long now?
5, 6 years, long as it's been coming to Detroit. My son is going to bring me down. This is my favorite.
It is her favorite. How about you? She's been dragging you here. You got your kid here. What do you think about it so far?
Amazing, amazing. Nothing short of it. Let's go, Detroit.
Yeah, let's go, Detroit. Well, you guys play video games, right? Video games. Okay, I got the Xbox here, Monster Jam Showdown for you guys. And you guys can get your very own Monster Jam Showdown video games wherever you buy your video games. Okay?
All right, just a reminder where we stand here in our Monster Jam Freestyle competition. Mike Christensen is the score to beat with a 9.525. Remember, he had that backflip into a big save there. So he is in the top of the leaderboard, followed by Joel Foley, Axe, 8.996. And then we got Gravedigger, Avenger, Classroom Crusher, and Mayhem rounding out your top 6. We have 5 more drivers left. On deck, we still have Megalodon, Lucas Stabilizer, Thunderroarus, Toro Loco, and Zombie yet to freestyle here in our freestyle competition.
Monster Jam fans, a reminder to follow us on all social media. We're on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram at Monster Jam. And make sure you subscribe to our YouTube page. Hello across the world to our YouTube subscribers. Hope you're having a great time wherever you are in the world. All again, follow us at Monster Jam.
Casey, just really quickly, it seems that a lot of our drivers are using that ski jump. We just saw some massive air there from Jim Kohler and Avenger.
Yeah, that's right. It seems like every single truck that hits the track, they just want to go bigger and bolder and badder. And that was some of the biggest air that we have seen, not even just the season, K, of all time here at Monster Jam.
Absolutely. I think I said that before, that it might be the biggest jump I've seen even in Monster Jam World Finals high jump competition. Sometimes we don't see this ski jump in all of our stops here. So definitely it's fun to watch here tonight. We're going to move right along. Thank you so much, Casey. We're going to move right along to our next driver. Get those trucker horn signals going for Cynthia Gauthier, Lucas Stabilizer. Looks like she might be rolling into a stop there. And I'm getting word that she has a broken four-link bar. That
Let's
will do
hear
it.
it for Cynthia Gauthier, everybody. Lucas Stabilizer. 20 seconds. Let's lock in those scores. JudgesZone.com.
Unfortunate early ending there for Cynthia Gauthier and Lucas Stabilizer, but a broken four-link bar. You can see it, the hard landing there after she uses the ski jump. Scores are locked in. Your score for Cynthia Gauthier and Lucas Stabilizer is 7.894. Show her some love, Detroit. Cynthia Gauthier holding it down for all the ladies, all the little girls out there. Our only female driver here, Stadium Championship Series East. So definitely show her some love out here, working hard. We can see where we stand right now in the freestyle competition. You can see our top 6. Vendetta, Mike Christensen is the score to beat, 9.525. Axe, Gravedigger, Avenger, Classroom Crusher, and Mayhem are your top 6. You know, Casey, I want to bring you back into the conversation here about this ski jump. It looks like we're seeing some big air, some big moments, but it is also a big risk. Just like now, we just saw the broken four-link bar.
That's exactly right, Kay. I was just talking with Joe Foley, driver of Axe, and he said, that ski jump is built perfectly this weekend. If you look on this side, the side where all of the trucks are, that face of the ramp is super steep. That's how Jim Kohler got that big air. That's how Cynthia Gauthier was perfectly vertical in the air. So it's making for some really cool action out here on the track.
Also, we know that big action is a big risk there. You can see the broken four-link bar there on Lucas Stabilizer. I think, though, Casey, these drivers are going to continue to hit that ski jump. I think we're going to continue to see big air.
Yeah, I agree. At the end of the day, it makes for fantastic Monster Jam action. And, Kay, it looks like a blast out there, too.
We are coming up next to our next driver, Colt Stevens, Thunderroarus. He looks to the Morgan & Morgan backflip.
Let's hear it for Colt Stevens, Thunderroarus. 20 seconds. Let's lock in those scores. JudgesZone.com.
That was a great freestyle run. Just cut short, though. He does land out of bounds once he lands that Morgan & Morgan backflip. So, unfortunately, the run is cut short now. But nonetheless, what a great freestyle. We saw some huge air there. There he is. Make some noise right now for Colt Stevens and Thunderroarus. We saw some big air. We saw some nice moves there. The momentum was there as well. Definitely reminiscent of his World Finals freestyle there. Take a look at the video board. You gave him an 8.331. And this is just to remind you fans and to also let you know where we stand in the freestyle competition. But I'm also getting word from our Monster Jam officials that they're finding a lot of issues with Megalodon, and unfortunately he's deemed not to be able to compete here tonight. So that does mean that Megalodon will not be competing, but on deck we still have El Toro Loco and Zombie. So 2 more trucks remain before we crown a freestyle winner and of course an overall event champion. Also keep in mind where we stand in our series season's points chase with the phenomenal first half that Barry Musauer and Zombie is having. He has cut down that lead from 11 points to 6 points to 2 points. Will we be able to see a lead change here tonight? We will find out here as Zombie is our last to freestyle here, so you are not going to want to miss it. He, of course, is going to need your scores at judgeszone.com. And, of course, we have to still see where El Toro Loco is going to be put at as well in this competition. He has been doing phenomenal here in the 2025 season. Armando Castro has been throwing it down in our Monster Jam freestyles. So we've got 2 more drivers remaining. Are you ready for more freestyle? Coming up next, we got the Crazy Bull, Armando Castro, El Toro Loco.
Make some noise for Armando Castro, El Toro Loco. 20 seconds, lock in those scores, judgeszone.com.
The rules sometimes are unfortunately the rules, and when he landed the backflip, he then touched the out of bounds line, and we can see that there in the replay. You can see the Morgan & Morgan backflip. He lands and then just unfortunately taps that out of bounds. So his run cut short, but nonetheless, time to get those scores locked in at judgeszone.com. 7.986 for Armando Castro and El Toro Loco. Well, we have one more driver left. I already see the zombie arms out. It's Barry Musauer, Zombie. There is 25 seconds left on the clock. He lands the Morgan & Morgan backflip. 15 seconds left. With the save. Clock is paused with 5 seconds remaining. He's already out. He is done.
Let's hear it for Barry Moosauer Zombie. Wow, what did you guys think? Let us know right now. The last driver, judgeszone.com is up to you, Detroit.
He is flexing right now. He wants to know what you fans thought about that score. Get it locked in right now to judgeszone.com. What will it be? Your score is locked in. Your score to beat Vendetta 9.525. Detroit, talk to me. Let me see that score. Woo! 9.389. That means the winner of your Monster Jam Freestyle competition, Vendetta, Mike Christensen. Getting congratulated by his wife, Wendy, his daughter, Bam, Team Throttle Monster out there celebrating. Sportsmanship there from some of our other drivers. Let's throw it down to Casey, who's standing by with our freestyle winner.
A huge celebration down here on the track. Mike, you've got your wife, you've got your daughter, everybody's celebrating down here with you. Not only is this your first competition win of the 2025 season, your first freestyle win, that is the first back-to-back flip that we have seen so far this year. That's the action these fans are looking for.
Absolutely, man. I went in the prime spot. I did my flip. I was sitting upside down, and all I can think in my mind is, man, my wife's going to be so upset. She has so much fiberglass work to do. But you know what? I just kept burping the throttle. Magically enough, they didn't kill me early. The truck was still running, so I found the biggest hill afterwards to try to put it on the map. And thanks to you, Detroit fans. You guys whooped my football team twice this year. I love you guys for putting me right here where I'm at. If it wasn't for guys like Jim Kohler to pave the way for us second-gen drivers to be where we are, I wouldn't have the best job in the world. Thank you, Detroit. Thank you, Monster Jam. Thank you, Zap Zone, my family, my wife, everybody at Team Throttle Monsters. You guys are awesome. Thanks.
So beautifully said, and a huge congratulations to Mike Christensen and Vendetta for taking home the freestyle win. We're going to find out who's going to take home that overall event championship.
Well, I think, Jabari, we know who the winner is going to be right now. Perfect in the first half of Monster Jam and second in freestyle for a total of 35 points. Do you want to announce the winner, Jabari?
Okay, sure. I will gladly do the honors, Kay.
You picked him you remember you picked him.
Hint.
There you go.
Okay, let's do it. Let's see who is the BKT overall event champion. It is Zombie Barry Moosauer. Yeah!
Bari, I feel like we keep meeting here because once again, you've taken home the overall event championship. Congratulations to you and your crew chief, Julian Ramos, a champion team right here. You now have more overall event championships than any other driver on this series so far this year. And this is a big one because with this victory, you are now tied in the chase for the series championship. Bari, what's going through your head?
You know, to make up that many points in one event is pretty epic, you know, but I owe it all to this man right here. Julian, he keeps that truck running 100% every time I come out here, you know, and there's nothing like Monster Jam in Detroit on a Saturday night, baby!
Folks, let's give it up one more time for your overall event champion, now tied in the chase for the series championship. That is Barry Moosauer, driver of Zombie.
Well, what an incredible night of Monster Jam action. Look at that. The series season's points chase right there. We have a tie with Gravedigger and Zombie. You know, congratulations to you, man.
Thank you.
You picked him.
I tried, yeah. A lot of fans picked him.
Yeah, I mean, yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah,
a lot
yeah.
of fans did pick him as well. Well, so congratulations to him. I know Detroit has been amazing. I mean, 53,000 people, I believe, somewhere around there. You guys were loud. You guys were rocking. Has it been a fun time for you?
It has been so much fun. All these guys came out here in the cold. You know, Florida doesn't get this cold. So I just congratulate everybody for coming out. Detroit, if you had a good time, let me hear you.
They definitely had a good time. And with that, don't forget to grab your tickets for tomorrow. Will we have a lead change here? Will Bari Musauer and Zombie take the lead in the series season's points chase, or will Tyler Menninga and Gravedigger show that he deserves to stay at the top spot? You're not going to want to miss it. It's going down tomorrow. We are still here for another pit party as well.
Oh, yeah.
Jabbar, you ready for tomorrow?
I'm ready for it. Detroit, you better be ready, baby, because we're going to bring it.
On behalf of KCG and Jabari Thomas, I'm Kay Young. We hope you had fun. We hope to see you tomorrow at our next Monster Jam.
Happy Black History.